First, let's mix up our white and red Model Magic clay. You have to knead the clay. You have to stretch, pull, and smush it. Keep going until you make a pink. Now, roll your Model Magic into a ball. Gently break it into 2 equal pieces. Set one piece aside. If the pieces aren't equal, remove some from one piece and add it to the other. The one that you leave aside is going to be the body. We're going to pull pieces from the one in your hand. Let's start with the feet. Try to break off 4 equal pieces and roll them into spheres. Place them down near each other, but don't let them touch, because the Model Magic pieces will stick together and we don't want that quite yet. From the same piece you were working with before, let's break off a larger chunk for the snout. We're going to roll it into a ball and gently squeeze it between our fingers. We don't want to flatten it into a thin piece of paper, but think of more like a hamburger patty or a fluffy pancake. Your snout might be round like mine or more oval. Both are correct. If you want it more oval, just stretch it out a little bit. Set it aside. Again, don't let it touch another piece of Model Magic yet. You should still have a piece for the body, 4 feet, and 1 snout. Rip off a fairly small piece, about half the size of one of your feet. Gently roll it between your fingers and your thumb to get a thin coil. Set it aside for the tail. Again, don't let it touch anything else. Last parts for our piggy are the ears. Pull off 2 very thin pieces. I think it works best if you kind of smush them between your fingers and pinch one end. I'm sculpting a rounded triangular shape for my pig's floppy ears. The ears are the most difficult to sculpt. Even if your shape doesn't look exactly like mine, it's still going to work out. Just make sure both pieces of Model Magic you use for the ears are pretty equal in size. Take your leftover Model Magic and your Model Magic ball that we left aside for the body and smush them together and turn them into one. Your body shape should be the largest piece you have. Roll it up, set it aside. The largest piece is your pig's body. If the shape is very round and not cylindrical, just give it a little press so the body is longer. On one of the long sides, you're going to gently press all 4 feet on the bottom. Make sure you have 2 feet in the front and 2 feet in the back. They shouldn't be all 4 in a line. Your piggy's going to kind of look like a race car at this point. Pick which side you want the front face of your piggy to be. Pick up the snout and gently press it to the front face. This oval shape will act as both the nose and the mouth of our pig. Take one ear at a time. Gently press it on top of your pig's head, close to the snout. See how I pinched the ear a little bit to make it pointy? If your shape wasn't that rounded triangle like I did before, you could easily make it here. Once you're happy with both of your pig's ears, now it's time to create its curly tail. You should have a small thin coil as your last piece. Press it on the side opposite of the pig's snout and gently curl it around. It might look like the number 6, or it will look like a cute curly Q. Now that our pig's body is all done, let's add 2 nostrils and 2 eyes. Using a pencil, I'm going to gently press 2 indents into the snout. Using a fine point black permanent marker, I'm going to gently press 2 eyes above the snout. Make sure the eyes are beneath the ears, but in the clay above the snout. Let's make some mud for our pig. I like using leftover Model Magic from previous art lessons to make the mud. But if you don't have leftover Model Magic, that's fine. Just use equal parts red and blue and a larger chunk of yellow. If you want lighter mud, add some white. If your mud looks too green, add more red. If your mud looks too purple, add some yellow. And if your mud looks too orange, add some blue. Sometimes your mud might turn out gray or tan like mine here, and that's okay because mud comes in all different colors.